Well, tonight we're learning the names of some of the people killed in the deadly crash on the Ohio Turnpike Friday. More than 40 vehicles were involved, and parts of the Turnpike were closed for the entire day. Emma Smith, Bernard Blonniers, and Julie Roth all died in the crash. The name of the fourth victim is being withheld till the family's notified. Now there's a GoFundMe for Julie Roth, who was pregnant at the time of the crash. The child she was carrying did not survive. She leaves behind her husband and 2 children. We have that GoFundMe link in our links mentioned section of our website, WTOL.com. And tonight we're hearing from one of the survivors of that Turnpike crash, a Sylvania man who spent hours in the pileup before being brought to safety. Michael Sandlin talked to the man about his experience on the road. Michael, I understand this guy did a lot more than just stay in his car.
Yeah, that's right, Dan. I talked to Tom Hanus, a local retiree who was taking the Turnpike Friday to visit his granddaughter when he suddenly found himself slamming the brakes into the biggest pileup he'd ever seen in his life. He tells me he was scared and shaken, but it wasn't going to stop him from doing the right thing.
The grill of his truck was crumpled. A semi-truck blocked his path. Tom Hanus spent minutes processing the scene around him.
Hearing all the screams of people and people running away from the accident, I knew this was really bad.
The wind chill was dipping below -30, and the snow was blowing across the turnpike. But Hanus says he couldn't ignore the cries for help.
My granddaughter was on the phone not wanting me to get out of my vehicle because my vehicle was safe. It was warm, but I needed to get out and help somebody.
He stepped out of his car and found multiple first responders nearby and immediately offered up his truck as a place to keep someone warm. 5 minutes later, they returned with a young man from Haiti, wearing nothing but a t-shirt and pants, barefoot, and likely suffering from hypothermia.
He was really, really cold. He was shaking. I was rubbing his hands, worked on his arms, everything. Put a sleeping bag around him, trying to keep him warm.
Hanus continued this for almost an hour before he saw first responders again, who were able to escort the young man to some place he could truly get warm.
I mean, I was doing as best I could. So I'm just so thankful that I was there to be able to help that one man.
Hours later, Hanus was bussed away to his service garage, where he was able to get some food and warm coffee before his family was eventually able to come pick him up. Now safe and back home, Hanus says he doesn't look back on the incident with malice. He believes it was God putting him in the right place at the right time.
He must have had me be there for a reason to be able to help that man, and hopefully he's all right.
Hanus says he continues to pray for the other victims of the crash, especially those who lost their lives that day. But he says this event has proven to him that even in the worst of crises, there is hope. Reporting in studio, I'm Michael Sandlin, WTOL 11.